In this video, I'm going to show you how to open a business bank account online with Republic Bank.
So the first thing you're going to do is Google the Republic Bank website in Trinidad and Tobago, and you're going to click on the commercial tab, which is found at the top. Then you're going to select commercial accounts, and the only product that would show up is to open a commercial checking account. So once you select that option, you'd be taken to a page, after which you scroll down, you will see different tabs, and you're going to click on how to apply. Now you will see about 3 different options pop up, and option 1 is how to apply online in 3 simple steps, and it's in step 1 that will give you the hyperlink to take you to fill out the simple application form. So this application form is just going to ask you your name, address, business name, business address, email contact, and it will also ask you what is the preferred branch that you want to open a bank account in, right? So on the page that has the multiple tabs, you will also see a tab that is showing you financial tools and templates, and this is where you can get all of the blank templates for the required documents you would need to open a bank account. So all you have to do is download the templates and fill in your business information. And in my opinion, the most helpful tool in this section is the financial statements handbook, which single-handedly helped me to fill in the financial statement documents. So that's the income and balance sheet and the cash flow. So within that handbook, it explains like all the accounting jargon and terminology used. It illustrates the different types of financial statements and how they are interconnected. So this is basically what I use to do my application, because the other banks, even though they would just give you a list of documents to come back with to open the account, there's no in-depth explanation as to what these documents are or how to go about getting them, because I think the bank just assumes that either you already know what they are or you are hiring somebody to like do all this for you, right? But for me, and in probably if you're watching this video in your case as well, you are trying to do everything on your own and trying to figure this out. Now, I would say that this is not like legal or financial advice. It's just what I did and how I was able to open my bank account, and I definitely would not have been able to do it if there wasn't this financial guide that Republic Bank provided to explain everything so that I could input the information. So when you fill out the application form, what's going to happen is that you're going to get an email from a representative from the branch that you would have selected, and the email should look similar to mine, what I got, and it will give you further instructions on how to go about completing the application process and get your bank account opened, right? So basically what that entails is emailing them back with all the required documents in order to finish the process, right? So if you scroll back up on the website, the same page with it had the tabs with the financial tools and how to apply. On the top right hand side, there is the different types of businesses and the list of documents that you need to open business accounts for a particular type of business. So I opened a sole trader business or sole proprietorship, and these are the documents that are required. Most of them, no, I won't say that, half of them are standard like utility, letter of authorization if the addresses of the business or where you're operating is not in your name. You need a company stamp, so you'll have to go and get that done because you need to stamp the letters and documents that you're submitting to, as well as signing. And you need what you would see there, a banker's reference. Don't get too hung up on that. You just go to the banks that you are affiliated with and ask them for one. They know what it is, right? Basically. And then of course all of the financial documents, which there are templates for you to download. And there's also, and of course, the copy of your business registration certificate is a must. And I will put the list of all of the documents that you require in the description of this video.
Click on the iCard above if you want a detailed tutorial on how to do a cash flow statement.
Once you have all your documents collected and it's good to go, you can email them. And then once that happens and there are no problems, the representative will then email you to schedule an appointment to come in and sign off on the documents. So they will tell you to bring your stamp because you need to stamp and sign, and bring in your originals because everything was emailed, and you bring in of course a deposit to open up your bank account with. And looking back at the emails, I completely forgot the long and grueling process that was opening my bank account. And what actually happened is, when I was emailing my documents, there was a discrepancy in my business address and my home address, and that's when I actually found out that I have a different address on the light bill than on the water bill at my parents' house. And there was a whole long rigmarole of trying to get that sorted out. Long story short, I did make videos on this, so I will link them. But long story short, my father couldn't sort out fixing the address on the light bill, and I had to go and pay to make an amendment to my business certificate to change the address for it to reflect the water bill, which has a more relevant address than the light bill does. So that's that. So if you have to ever make any amendments or changes to your business certificate, whether that is a change of address or a change in the type of business or like the products and services you provide, I believe the form is the same, and you could check out that video as well on how it is I went about doing that. And last but not least, when I went into the bank, it took a while, as usual banks do. I think I was there for about 2 hours, and they will ask you a couple of questions. So if you're like me and you're just perusing the online space, trying to figure out how to make money online, you need to have like a clear vision or path to what your products and services are, so that you can like properly explain that, because they're gonna ask you that, like, what do you sell, what do you do, how much money do you make on a monthly basis on average right now. So they're expecting you to have it more or less together. So I probably prematurely opened my bank account because I don't have consistent sales of my bill card product as yet, and the other things that I want to sell, I have enrolled in a course to learn how to make them. So that's something also that I'll have to be rolling out probably by the end of next year. And there's a service also that I want to add. So everything is in the works and still in the making, and I probably didn't explain it as well at that time. In my mind, I'm just thinking, you just open my bank account, like, what are all these questions? But I guess they're trying to ascertain, if you're doing something illegal or you're laundering money or something like that or whatever. But as most of them know, like, most businesses fail. Most people, I think, probably don't take it as seriously as I do from the beginning, like trying to get everything together legally. But I just know that, like, if I don't do things properly, or at least attempt to do things properly, like, that is going to blow up in my face. Like, that's just how my life is. So that's why people might say I taken it way too in front, but I have all intentions of working and building up my online business to generate that revenue that I want, to meet and surpass my current salary at my job, and being able to afford a better life for myself, right? So
watch the next video for more insight into building an online business in Trinidad and Tobago.